Hello yogis, my name is April and welcome to the Yoga Ranger Studio and welcome to our practice today. Today we're going to be focusing our awareness and our energy on the obliques. Obliques are those side body, side waist that helps you twist, that helps stabilize your lower back. They can do a lot of different things for you. They're often an area we don't work quite as efficiently as in other areas of the abdominal or the core. So this would be a great chance to really kind of explore that space. This class is strength and stretch, so we are looking to strengthen them along with stretching them and opening them. I find that it works best with muscles to do both at the same time intermittently in between each other. So it really helps to kind of build up to that without overstressing them, overworking them, and tightening them up so much you can't move. We want to be mobile too, right? No props needed for this class, just you, your mat, and some willingness to explore the obliques. So we're going to start in child's pose. Knees wider together, your choice here. Walk your hands out, press through the palms, shift your hips back. And we're going to start by walking our hands way far over to the right. We're going to take that right hand and cross it over the left and use a little bit of stretch here to kind of open up the side body first. Nice deep inhales and exhales into that entire left side of the body. Coming back through center and over to the left this time, taking the left hand on top of the right. And then walking through middle, stretching out. Already you can find a little bit more opening here. And then coming up onto hands and knees. So inhaling cow tilt, exhaling cat arch. 2 more of these. Your own breath pace, using the core to lift and pull. Coming back through center, we're going to do a little crescent or C curve. So you're going to inhale, look over your right shoulder and bring your right hip towards your right shoulder. And exhale to center. Inhale, look over your left shoulder, left hip comes toward the left side. Back to center. We're going to do 3 more on each side. Over to the right. Back through center. Over to the left. Back through center. Right. Back through center, left. Coming back through the center here. So you're going to take your left hand down, turn your left foot out to come into a modified side plank. Right leg out to the right, reach the arms straight up, reach up through the fingertips, and really rainbow the side body. So you're going to lift up through that left side, reach up to the sky with the right side. And then getting a little lighter on your left fingertips, come up to a gate pose. So right hand goes down that long leg, left hand goes up and over. Take that left hand back down. We're going to add a little flow to this. Right arm's going to go up and over, and then back up. Drop and arch. Right hand back to the hips, up and over the head, up through the fingertips, and back to the hips. And 1 more, up and over, stretch and lift. Come back to center, take that hand down. Come back on hands and knees. Other side here, so take that right leg out to the side, modified side plank, reach that left hand up, reach up through the fingertips, stretch up as high as you can, really arching around this left side body, lifting using the right side. And then getting light on those fingertips, lifting up to gate pose. Up and over. Walking those left fingertips down the left leg. Right arm goes up. You're going to feel a nice long stretch. And then hand back down, our little flow here. Up and over, arch and round. Back, left hand to the side of the hip. Up and over, arch and round, lift up a little higher. Back to the hip. Up and over. Back to the hip, last one. Up and over, stretch. And then take that hand back down. I'm going to take puppy pose here. So shifting the hips back over the knees, walking your hands out. Sliding them, walking forward a little bit more. Just a couple of breaths here. Inhaling back up to center. Hands underneath the shoulders, flip the toes, lift back to downward facing dog. And then walk your feet towards your hands. Come halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep hands all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Little mini flow here to do a little twist. So we're going to inhale and come into chair pose. Sitting back into the hips. Coming back a little bit further here. Exhale is sitting down a little bit lower. Inhaling, coming up, opening up to the right. Sitting back into your chair pose, opening up to the left. Chair to the right. Chair pose to the left. One more on each side. Chair pose, open. Chair pose and open. Back to center, hands to the heart. Take a couple of breaths here in chair pose, really reaching out of the hips and finding length in the spine by engaging core and side body to lift. Sitting down a little bit deeper. Here you're going to take that right leg back, step it into a lunge, and then drop that heel. Come into triangle pose. Starting here, you're going to bend that front knee, find a little opening here in our warrior position, and then stretch that left arm out. Bring the elbow down to the knee. Right arm goes up and over. Think of your angle as that back right leg up through the fingertips. Light on this left elbow. And then reach that left hand out as if you're holding a beach ball. 3 more breaths. Reaching up and back, reverse your warrior. And then straightening that front leg, maybe walking your feet a little bit further apart and coming to triangle pose. So you're going to keep that left hand out straight. Right hand's going to go behind you. And then start to take that hand up and over here. Again, that beach ball position. If that's not your friend, you can always take the hand down. Don't forget to breathe. Then reach it up and back, reverse your triangle. Come back to center, step to the front of the mat. Back to our chair pose. Bring our hands to heart, sit down a little bit lower. We're going to twist. Take that left elbow to the right knee and twist. If you want a little bit more, you can take that left hand down to the floor or just keep the hands together. Coming back into that low chair pose, we're going to twist to the other side. Right elbow onto left knee, twist to the left. Exhale, unwind, fingertips down, Lift up halfway. Exhale back into our chair with our hands to our heart. This time you're going to take that left knee up, step that left leg back, ground the heel, straighten out that front leg, and then start to bend it and find that warrior pose with the hips lifting up and out. Reach out those right fingertips, drop that arm to the floor or to your elbow to the knee. Take that left arm up and over, stretch through your fingertips. And then take that right arm off the knee, beach ball out to the hands, stretching out through the fingertips. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Start to straighten out that right leg. Reach out through the fingertips as far as you can go. Here you can drop the hand to the inside of the leg. Take that left arm up and over. You can stay here, or you can take that beach ball position again. Reach up and back, reverse your triangle. Then come back up to the front of the mat. Take a couple of breaths here, nice deep cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Working with the core heats you very quickly. So if you're feeling kind of warm and sweaty, that's pretty normal for core work. On an inhale, reach up and over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fingertips down, step back into downward facing dog. On an inhale, take that right leg straight up and back. Exhale, bring that right knee over to that right wrist and come into pigeon. Lifting up to start with. We're going to take our hands way over to the left. So walk your hands over to the left and then come down to wherever you want to come down to. Coming back through center, lifting up, lengthening the spine. Hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Other side here, take that left leg straight up and back. Exhale, bring that left knee over to that left wrist. Lift up nice and tall to start with. Then walk your hands way over to the right this time. Come down onto the forearms or fingertips. Come back through center, lift and lengthen. And then we're just going to swivel those feet all the way around. Come to a seat, legs out straight. So you're going to bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it in as close as you can. It can be really close to the inside left leg or a little bit further out. Take that right hand around behind you. Either hang on to that right knee or take the left elbow and wrap it around the right knee. So your left toes spread wide, toes pointing up. Twist with the core first, and then find a little bit more mobility in the upper back. One more deep breath. And unwind partially, let that right knee fall out to the right, right hand stands behind you. Left hand reaches up and you lift up into stargazer. So hips go up toward the ceiling, hands go up to the ceiling. Right hand stays down, holding you up. And then come back down to center. Other side. Legs out straight, hug that left knee into your chest. It may be closer or further. It really depends on how your hips are set up. Turn using the core. I like to use the core first to find my turn, then take my hand behind me and then hook that elbow or hand to get a little bit more twist. Spread those right toes pointing up toward the ceiling. Flexed. Partially turn back through center. Let that left knee drop out to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand reaches up, hips come up to the sky, stargazer. Coming all the way back down. Slowly take your hands out in front of you. Slowly lower all the way down. Hands alongside your hips. Take those feet up toward the ceiling. Knees can be bent, toes can be flexed or pointed. Here's a good chance to feel the side body as it engages to help support your lower back. So you can take your fingers and press on the obliques. Notice that they're firing to hold you up here. One more deep inhale and exhale. And slowly bend your knees, drop those toes down super slow. Take the feet wide, drop the knees together, hands to your belly. Take some nice deep breaths here for Shavasana. Noticing whatever sensations, feelings, areas of the body that may feel different. Shavasana is a great check-in point for any changes that may have happened during your practice. You can stay in Shavasana any longer. Go ahead and stay as long as you possibly can. But if this is all the time that you have for your practice, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Softly roll over to your right side and gently make your way up to whatever seated position works best for you. Take your hands together at heart space, palms together. Nice deep breaths, maybe noticing with our work with the obliques that you opened up a lot of the side body space for breath. Those obliques stabilize your back, help you breathe more deeply, give you some twist to your twist. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. May you have a wonderful week. May you be strong and flexible in every way.